Yo, what up, gang? We back with another video. I know it's been a little minute, but y'all know nothing really been going on except for this Young Thug stuff. And honestly, I'm low-key tired of hearing about it. Like, it's getting a little overwhelming, if I'd say. You know, that's all people been talking about. Young Thug. Him snitching, him saying this, him saying that. I'm tired of it. I ain't even want to do no videos on that. So did a little digging, found a couple videos that I ain't watched yet. This is about some rappers who done went on drills and got drilled, then caught that. Yeah, that. So let's get into this video right here. Check it out.
Enemies are just as dangerous as you. Just because you strike them first doesn't mean they won't come back at you with the same or greater ferocity. In this video, we'll be telling the stories of two rappers that died while carrying out attacks on their enemies. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
Yo, check out Funa. Shout out to Funa for this video. Make sure y'all go check his channel out.
Earl Swavey, real name Earl Hatton, was a rapper slash gang member from South Central Los Angeles. More specifically, he was from the Athens Park neighborhood. This was a rough area to grow up in, as it was a gang-infested neighborhood with a high crime rate. This area was the home of the Athens Park Bloods. Their territory stretches from Figueroa Ave to Avalon Boulevard. The Athens Park Bloods have been running that area for over 4 decades, dating back to the 1970s. The area has been raided by the police on numerous occasions, most notably in 2009 when the police conducted Operation Blood Clout,
in which 20 police have been everywhere around there. Around LA done raided everything. You know, they out there doing that. I don't see why not. And it's a hood on every single block. Like, you would think they doing raids every single day.
Athens Park Bloods were arrested and large quantities of narcotics and firearms were seized.
I don't think so.
As you can imagine, Earl went through a lot of adversity growing up. His father was killed when he was just 2 years old, so he grew up in a single mother household. As a result, he had to grow up fast. Growing up in these rough circumstances and in this gang-ridden environment, Earl would get drawn into the street life.
Of course.
He became a member of
ain't got no other way in LA. That's all it is. A street. You in the streets if you ain't in the streets. Cause everybody you know is in the streets if you not in the streets. So you still in the streets in the eyes of everybody else. You still in the streets. Let's continue.
The Athens Park Bloods are allied with the Denver Lane Bloods and the Miller Gangster Bloods. They primarily beef with the Raymond Ave Crips and the East Coast Crips. As it goes in the streets, Earl went through many tough moments. On one occasion, he got stabbed in the neck and narrowly survived his injuries. And on another occasion, he got shot but survived his injuries. Outside of the gangster lifestyle he was living, Earl was passionate about making music. His mother would play him old school music as a kid, and this would nourish a love of music in his heart. He initially started rapping after being inspired by his brother and his cousin, the famous rapper J-Rock, that's a frequent collaborator of Kendrick Lamar. One day, Earl's friend named Buddha took him to the studio and gave him a beat to rap on. Earl used this beat to make his first ever song called Go So Hard. After this, he made another song with Buddha, then performed at a local rap show in Watts, and this gave him the motivation to pursue a rap career. Earl would go on to release numerous songs and mixtapes, and he started to build a buzz around his name.
Eventually, getting his name out there.
One of the founding members of famous rap group ASAP Mob, named ASAP Yams, would discover him and become a big supporter.
ASAP Yams, rest in peace to Yams. How he from New York discovered him? I want to know how that happened.
Wanted to sign him and help him reach new heights in the music industry. Yams took him to places like New York and events like Coachella to show him what the music industry is really like. Sadly, Yams would pass away in 2015 before he could sign Earl and help his rap career take off. In the years following, Earl would continue to release music, but he would never leave the streets alone. This would ultimately lead to a shocking death.
Police say the suspect came up to the party and fired into the crowd, and at least 5 people were hit and injured. Someone from inside the party fired back and struck the gunman.
At a party?
He crashed his car a few blocks away and later died at the hospital.
On January 9th, 2022, Earl and a group of Bloods went to a party in South Central.
Right,
While at the party, they spotted some of their ops there, allegedly members of the East Coast Crips.
So they seen the ops and got on there with the ops?
After they spotted their ops, they left the party, then came back in a car and allegedly started shooting up the party.
Oh, wow. So they seen them. Oh, we see them. Okay. Like, let's go get the things. Let's go get the, them things that go. Let's go get them. So they left. They seen them, left.
Vehicle. At least 5 people were hit by gunfire.
I'm pretty sure when they seen them leave, instead of immediately getting on there with them, they left. They see how they left. And they said, oh, they leaving. They either leaving or they coming back with that. So I'm sure they was already on point.
Shots were fired. As they finished shooting and attempted to flee the scene, someone from inside the party fired back and shot up their vehicle.
Ooh.
Earl was the one driving and ended up crashing into a mobile home nearby after one of the bullets fired into his car went through his back and directly struck his heart. The 5 other people in the car with Earl survived their injuries. However, Earl would succumb to his injuries and be...
So everybody else would die in the car but the driver. Well, I mean, everybody but the driver died. The driver, which is Earl Swavey. No disrespect, but I can't remember his last name. Swayze, one of them. Y'all know what I mean. But he the only one that was he the only one that got hit in the car?
Pronounced dead at just 26 years old.
Let me go back a little bit.
Struck his heart. The bull was the one driving and ended up crashing into a mobile home nearby after one of the bullets fired into his car went through his back and directly...
That's a lot of bullets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I don't know if these is the number of shots, but this one say 42 and 43. That's a lot of shots.
Struck his heart. The 5 other people in the car with Earl survived their injuries. However, Earl would succumb to his injuries and be pronounced dead at just 26 years old.
So I don't think he was the only one to get shot, because he said the other ones had injuries. I know they ain't just get injured from the crash. So somebody else must have got shot.
Fortunately, the streets were too tempting for him to leave behind.
Dang, rest in peace to him. Now we got another one. The life and death of Naughty Osama. I think we know about it. That's where this how the Naughty dance was made up after him, right? They was trying to troll him. Rest in peace to Naughty Osama.
Naughty Osama, real name Ethan Reyes, was born on January 17th, 2008 in New York City. More specifically, Harlem, New York. He was from the Sugar Hill section of Harlem and built a name for himself there. Despite his young age, Naughty was gangbanging and in the streets. He was a member of a Sugar Hill-based gang called the OY. The OY beef with various factions throughout the Bronx.
Is this Diddy Osama, brother? Because they look alike.
They beef with the YGs, Drilly Gang, DOA, Tuwu, 9-Rack, and the OGs. They actually used to be allied with the OGs, who reside in the Bronx, but they recently started beefing with each other. Naughty and his older brother, Diddy Osama, both became rappers, and all of their music was about their life.
Diddy Osama is in jail or in prison right now? Yeah, let me know in the comments.
Streets. Although he was just 14.
I think he got caught with some guns recently, didn't he?
Naughty was heavily entrenched in the street life, and he displayed this in his music. Many of his songs served as diss tracks to rival gangs and mocked the deaths of rival gang members. Sadly, Naughty would never get the chance to turn his life around, as the streets would catch up to him. On July 9th, 2022, Naughty...
he was dissing ops when he was alive, and of course that's why they made up the dance of him, right?
His friends were walking down 137th Street and Broadway when they came across a 15-year-old rival gang member named K-Dot, who went into the train station to catch an uptown train. K-Dot was an affiliate of the gang 9-Rack, which, as I mentioned earlier, has beef with Naughty's gang, the OY. Naughty grabbed a broomstick, and he and his friends followed K-Dot into the station.
Followed him with a broomstick? They got on that with a broomstick? Oh.
North end of the platform, then Naughty hit him with the broomstick. In an act of self-defense, K-Dot pulled out a knife and lunged at Naughty, striking him in the abdomen with the blade.
Oh, wow. So he got at him with a broomstick, and he pulled out a knife and got on that.
One of Naughty's friends also swung a sharp object at K-Dot. Then Naughty, despite having been stabbed, pushed K-Dot onto the train tracks where he landed on his back. K-Dot then climbed up and fled the station as Naughty staggered down the platform and collapsed on the staircase. Naughty sustained a serious injury to his liver as a result of the stab.
He got stabbed in the liver. I know the liver is like your right side, like right under the edge of your rib cage. That's where your liver is at. So he got hit like right there.
And would ultimately pass away a short time later as emergency medical services transferred him to a hospital. Naughty would be officially pronounced dead at just 14 years old. K-Dot was arrested a few hours later.
Hit him in the liver. I wonder if he hit him in the lung too, because your lung is right there too by your liver. Your lung is right under your liver.
Later, and he was interviewed by NYPD detectives and DA investigators. He was also treated at a hospital for an injured back and 2 punctured wounds to his left hip that were sustained in the altercation.
Wait. They said he was injured in his back and his hip?
Injured back and 2 punctured wounds to his left hip that were sustained in the altercation. K-Dot was initially charged with second-degree murder for this.
He hit him a couple times in the liver, the back, and the left hip. That's a lot of different places.
The prosecutors downgraded the charges to first-degree manslaughter after learning Naughty had cornered K-Dot and confronted him with a broomstick.
You know, they ain't got no self-defense in New York, so they gave him manslaughter for this. That's whack. You can't even defend yourself if somebody trying to kill you in New York. That's why I'm cool on going to New York, because even if it's 10 people, 20 people, 100 people trying to kill you and you kill all of them, you going down for it. You somehow make it out of there and kill somebody, you going down for it. Ain't that crazy? Man, you can't even defend yourself in New York. This is low-key a setup. If you get on do anything, you basically gotta die or go to jail.
All of K-Dot's criminal charges were dropped as prosecutors were not confident they could disprove beyond a reasonable doubt that he acted out of self-defense.
But they dropped the charges because he acted out of self-defense. That's kind of weird. They ain't got self-defense, but they dropped the charges on that. But the other rapper, K-Flock, somebody upped on him, and then he upped and shot him before he could get him, and they gave him murder, first-degree murder. Charged him with it.
Following Naughty's
I think that I can't remember if that charge was dropped or not. Let me know, but I know he got charged with some other stuff. But I can't remember if they charged him with that or not. Y'all let me know in the comments.
Death. His brother, Dede Osama's music career really started to take off, and he has made sure to honor Naughty's life every step of the way. Stay out of the streets. 2 lives are gone due to completely unnecessary situations fueled by senseless.
Yeah, man, the streets is the streets, man. You can't win in the streets. You either gonna die or you gonna go to jail. And the odds are against you in the streets. It's just against you in the streets. It ain't set up for you to win. It ain't set up for nobody to win. It's set up for everybody to fail. Playing in the streets, doing dumb stuff in the streets. But yeah, that's this video. I think it's another part to this video, but I believe in the other part, it's some rappers we already know about, like Lil Jeff. So it ain't really no reason to watch that. But yeah, this concludes the video, man. Stay out the streets. This shit ain't good. It ain't no good. It ain't no good in the hood.